the cordyceps militaris is a natural immune booster. I don't like to call it natural antibiotics. Yeah, but you could also qualify in a layman's language if you call it natural antibiotics. But the truth is this: it helps in fighting against viruses. If you know anyone who has sexually transmitted diseases like staphylococcus, syphilis, and all those toilet infection related problems, cordyceps militaris is extremely powerful in treating. Now, also, I'm getting a feedback noise. I don't know if it's coming from my end. There's like a breeze or something. I don't know if it's coming from my end. Okay. All right. But I don't know. All right. So basically, cordyceps militaris, helps to strengthen your immune system. Now, cordyceps can be given to people who has tuberculosis.
All right. Sorry, Papi K. I had to mute everybody so that you can unmute yourself and start again.
Yeah, I noticed. Thank you very much, because I was getting a feedback that was really messing with my flow. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my admin and the host. All right. So basically, what we are saying is cordyceps militaris is a very powerful product. Now, these are some of the things that actually cordyceps can do for you. Cordyceps can increase the oxygen supply to the brain. All right. That is a product that, the in vitro studies were done on animals, and you won't believe the results that were saying cordyceps militaris releases pressure from the body. It scavenges for free radicals in the body. It means that, free radicals are the major reasons why most of us fall sick. Am I on? Okay, good. All right. The major reasons most of us fall sick, oxidation, because what ASD Daniel was explaining earlier about you cutting yam or cutting apple is as a result of oxidation. Oxidation happens naturally. There's nothing you can do about it. Just like bacteria occurs naturally in the air. From the moment you cook your food, while the food is hot, some bacteria cannot survive at 100 degrees Celsius. But one thing about bacteria is that it is naturally present in the air. So so whether you like it or not, your body has some level of bacteria, and the same way to oxidation must naturally occur. So if you leave food for 10 days without eating it, if freshly cooked food, definitely it's going to spoil. Why is it spoiling? It's because bacteria have started acting on it. So the same vein, the food you eat, you put your hand in your mouth, you put your hand in your nose unconsciously, bacteria find its way into your body. So these are the things that actually make us fall sick. But naturally, we have natural antibodies that helps to fight bacteria. So these products that you see here, when you go to the hospital, they give you antibiotics. But like I said, hospital drugs, they give you for a time frame, because they know taking too much antibiotics from the hospital has its detrimental effect. That's why they give it to you in menstruation. But cordyceps militaris is such a powerful product that is natural, that has very little minimal side effects, and it helps to take care of people who are battling with, like I said, tuberculosis. Is extremely effective. We've given it to people. We have testimonies of people we've actually given this product, and it really helped them. If you have respiratory related issues, it takes care of it. Now, I'll go to the men and the women, because when there is a sexual intercourse, there are sexually transmitted diseases. Now, it could be from toilet infection and all that, but the truth is this: cordyceps militaris helps to take care effectively of toilet infection and sexually transmitted disease, because most of them are bacterial. Now, please don't get me wrong. Anybody who has HIV will use cordyceps militaris and they will feel much, much better. Now, we are not saying it replaces the antiretroviral drug they use for AIDS, because there is no known cure for HIV/AIDS. But I promise you one thing: if you take cordyceps militaris, it works powerfully well, probably better than the antiretroviral drug. Now, you will be like, oh, why don't doctors actually use this? Now, the truth is, long-read products are not the conventional products that are on market like you get in pharmacies. Most pharmacies, most of these drugs that are made by pharmaceutical companies are actually used to take care of one or two problems, but they are into the business aspect where they want you to come and always buy. But when you're talking about natural therapy, then if you're talking about cordyceps, these products actually do a whole lot better, because the truth is dietary supplements go to the roots and take care of so many things. So long-reach cordyceps militaris takes care of bronchitis and helps with, number one, reviving dead cells, nurturing them, and doing what? And protecting them. So this is why long-reach cordyceps militaris helps even in coronavirus. When there was coronavirus, I confidently gave this product to one of my team members, Abu Rita. She's my downline, so I can mention her name. She's a very good, she's one of my very dedicated members. I think she should be in this meeting. And if she's in the meeting, I'm going to call her to actually speak later, about our experience. So around February, our grandma came from United Kingdom, and our grandma is over 70 years. She's actually on the very, very big side. I met her in February, but unfortunately she had coronavirus. Now, when she was isolated at the center in Benin, because they found out that she had congestive heart failure and other underlying health related issues, cordyceps militaris was one of the products. To just cut the long story short, because she had lost the taste, she has lost the smell, so we knew, because she was also fainting. So when test was conducted, it was found out that she had coronavirus. But guess what? I told them to quickly rush, get the pike up and get the cordyceps militaris. And guess what? To cut the long story short, because we had to involve one of our medical doctors to speak with their doctors, so that they don't think we are recommending something that has not been tested, or So, but to cut the long story short, the cordyceps militaris actually helped grandma. She started tasting food again. She started smelling again, and she was discharged 2 weeks. In fact, less than 2 weeks. Test was done twice, and a result came negative. Now, the point I'm trying to draw out here is that she left most of the people she met at the isolation center. And the doctors, I remember vividly in our chat that the doctors were telling Rita that the likelihood of her surviving, because she has underlying issues, she has congestive heart failure, is very high, that they should just be prayerful. But I told them to confidently go and get the cordyceps militaris, and in 2 weeks, the result was mind-blowing. So, like I said, the range of what cordyceps can do. If you know anyone who has tuberculosis or hepatitis, a lot of people actually undermine hepatitis, but the truth is, one of the ways you can it's actually a disease that can actually mess up and rupture your liver as time goes on. So, but one of the things you can do to also protect yourself, if you know you have a vaginal infection and all that you've been using orthodox drugs and it keeps coming back, please go and get cordyceps militaris, and I can give you guarantee that using this, you would come back to say a very big thank you. And another mistake a lot of people do is that when they treat themselves, when they have sexually transmitted infection, they forget to treat their partner. Now, I am not talking about somebody who has multiple partners, who doesn't use protection. Now, if you treat yourself, definitely cordyceps would help you. But if you go back to the same person that actually gave you the infection, or you gave the infection and you treated yourself and you didn't treat your husband, or you didn't treat, definitely it will come back, and you will hear people ignorantly saying, oh, the product worked, but it came back again. No. One thing you need to know is that while you're treating yourself, you need to treat your family. Now, I always advise people too with cordyceps militaris, for those people who have low immunity, to get cordyceps, you can actually take like for 5 days, give your family, then get another one. You can share. You can actually share the product. It's not something, although it's a little bit on the on the high side. If you want to compare, it's about, for registered members, about 30,500. But the truth is that product is one of the most mind-blowing immune booster product you can find anywhere in the world. All right, so tonight is not for me to talk about the long-reach profile, because if I'm going to dabble into that, I want you to know that long-reach manufactures for companies like GSK, that are from world-class American pharmaceutical company. They manufacture for Unilever, they manufacture for Nestle. So if such a company decides to go into organic products, the products will be mind-blowing. So these are just a list of things that long-reach product does. Okay, long reach actually nourishes the lung and provides energy. It strengthens the anti-stress ability. It provides radiant skin and keeps the skin soft. It's also a powerful natural immune booster, as people would say, natural antibiotic. Okay, it also protects biological responses of the human tissue. Then it is also extremely effective for kidney toning. Okay, it strengthens the spleen, the sinuses. If you have sinuses related issues and joint related issues, or you have cancerous tumor, just get the long reach cordyceps militaris. So I can't overemphasize how powerful this product is. So it also helps in improving the sperm. So for people who have low sperm count and an infection, they need to first deploy cordyceps militaris before they start taking their Libau and Minjai. Now, the Libau is meant for the men. It's also another long product, but we're not talking about that tonight. While the Minjan is for the woman. Those are our fertility supplements. All right. So basically, these are some of the things that long reach product does. And I forget to also mention, long reach lowers blood pressure, the cordyceps militaris, and it also helps in treating blood sugar. So basically, we use this cordyceps to help in treating impotency related issues. Okay. All right, and it also inhibits, cell division, reduces blood cholesterol, and so many other things. It also helps with the atherosclerosis, and all those other, related issues. So these are some of the things you need to know about cordyceps militaris. I think with that information, I believe a lot of family would actually go. So many people will start taking cordyceps militaris seriously henceforth. I think this is all I can dole out tonight. There's much to say about cordyceps militaris, but this is all I can dole out tonight for cordyceps militaris.
Yo, thank you so much, Papi K, man. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. Yeah. I just like to share a little testimony about cordyceps. I'm just going to share a few testimony. Let me start with the latest one that happened. That was over the weekend. And I met one of my cousins came to meet me at his solo stockist on Friday, and he shared the story of the mom having this health issue. She claimed she matched poison. I don't know what that means, but she's been having this race between her thigh and her waist, and she's machated over in just less than 2 weeks. She's looking so sick. So I decided to go check her. I bought the cordyceps. I decided to go check her on Saturday, the following day, and I gave her the cordyceps. I got the panty liner, and I asked her to tie it on it. She should just try it. I only to get a call today that everything has changed. Like, she's very, very healthy, and she's very, very fine. She's responded faster. And this is someone who had gone to church, had used traditional medicine, had used Western medicine, and without getting any solution. And another thing I want to say about cordyceps is it is not you may hear about cordyceps cordyceps. We have cordyceps sinensis. We have different kind of cordyceps, but cordyceps militaris is the highest grade of cordyceps. You can actually do your research about it. So I in about 2019. Some time ago in 2019, I went to do a sugar test in the hospital, and my sugar spiked to about 240. I was shocked because I didn't really have any reason to go do the test. I just thought, let me go and just test my sugar. And I was shocked. It was about 240. And the doctor was like, what happened? That I have to come back the following day. He asked if I've eaten anything that morning. I said no. And he said, okay, I should come back the following day to run the test. I went there the following day. We did the test. It was still that range. I was weak. In fact, immediately I felt I had sugar problem. I was scared with my age and everything. So confidently, I went to get the cordyceps militaris that very day. I didn't even look at the price. I bought it and I started taking it. 3-4 days after, I went back to run a test. About 4 days later, I went to run the test, and the sugar level crashed to about 80. I did the test again the following day, was the same thing. And since ever then, I'm a little overweight, with considering my height and everything. 2 months ago, I went to do my sugar, it's around 90. And, so it feels good to know that, because I actually take this cordyceps every 2 months. I take it every 2 months. It actually helps to balance sugar. It crashes it. So that's my own personal testimony from the cordyceps militaris. And I want to encourage everyone out there, if you're here, and this is something we should take like every 3 months. it will boost your immune. It will take care of a lot of issues that may be arising from the food and most of the things we eat. So it's going to keep us safe and help us live longer. Papike, I talked about a lot of stuffs, and I feel everyone who is above 35 years needs to take cordyceps militaris. I don't want to say 25 years. 35 years and above is a must. You have to take cordyceps militaris. Honestly speaking, it's going to solve a lot of problems. I also have a testimony from a team. A woman just joined this business about 3 months ago. She called me. Somebody had kidney problem, and I just told her, okay, let's just give her the cordyceps, the berry oil, and the pie cup. I said that was what I recommended. The guy had been going to the clinic, and and one of those days he went there. They were going to do what they call this thing for him. Was it dialysis? And they ran the test, and they discovered the guy was stable. They asked him to go back and continue using what he was using. I was surprised because the reason why I recommended it, I wasn't even sure, because the recommendation of this is to prevent. Honestly, it's to prevent. It is not actually to cure. But this product can go all out to treat. But we can't claim treatment. We can't claim cure because we are not medical people. We don't have the right. But what we're saying is better to prevent. It is cheaper to prevent. And this can actually help us and save a lot of life, not just you. So many testimonies, and maybe by next week, we'll be featuring people who have testimonies already with some of these products so that you can hear from them, not just we saying it, Dossier, so over to you. We can move to the next.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
you can.
Clearly.
Oh, sorry. I've been battling with network, trying to put up our streaming, our online stream, live stream rather. I don't know. The streaming platform is not really stable. All right. Tonight I'm left to just live with the problems of MTN. All right, but since you can hear me, at least we have a full house today, so we just have to make do with first come, first serve, which is everybody here on Zoom. So once again, I want to say thank you very much. We decided to do this because, like Daniel said, like Papike said, we've not had a dedicated session for products. We've not had it, especially since we stopped going to COVID. Actually stopped us to meet at the office, right, Papike? That's the only platform. That's true. That's the only platform where we take time to talk about products and even have live what's it called? Live testimonials and product demonstrations where people get to feel you live, up and close, personal. So cordyceps is one of the most powerful products. In fact, we say it's the king of supplements when it comes to long. That's what I always call it. And a lot of people definitely also agree with that also. So I think our next product for today will be, I think, pie cup and berry oil. Which one do we take first, guys? Which one do we take first?
Maybe we should take the berry oil next, then we'll talk about the pie cup last.
Okay, we'll take the berry oil.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the sea buckthorn berry oil. The sea buckthorn berry oil. To start with, there are a lot of berries out there. We know berry is a very rich source of omega acid, but what actually differentiates what our long rich sea buckthorn berry oil from what you have out there? In fact, when I first came into this business, this was one. In fact, I made sure I bought when I was made to understand the potential of our long rich berry oil. I ensured I put it in my very first purchase. It was an instant testimony for me. A personal testimony is that Daniel, if you remember, before I joined Long Reach, I used to have a very, very like a perennial throat sore. I used to have a perennial throat sore. Now, when I started taking this berry oil, the very first thing I told Daniel, look, I think there's something blocking my throat. I'm having even a tongue sore. But what I didn't realize, I hope you can hear me, everybody.
Yeah, sure. We'll call with you.
So what I didn't realize was the berry oil was actually penetrating deep into, my system. That's, and actually taking care of the growth. Taking care of, like, I didn't know. I actually had a growth somewhere in my throat. And the berry oil actually took care of that. The very first few weeks I took it, it was like I found it difficult to swallow. But since then, for over 3 years now, I've never experienced it again. I have never experienced that throat pain. And there's a whole lot of testimonies we can actually share from berry oil. But at this point, I think Daniel, I will leave you guys to take charge of this. Let me quickly, a lot of people are chatting to see how we can actually give them an opportunity to be part of the class. So let me quickly set up our live stream platform. I don't know why it's not coming up. So let me quickly share the link. So please take over. I'll hand over the baton back to you, Daniel and Papi K. Over to you guys.
All right. So the berry oil, it's an amazing product, and I'm still gonna leave this for Papi K. And I feel like so excited every time I listen to him talk about this product. Honestly speaking. But I'll just say something very little. Berry oil induces toxin from all of our internal organs. We take care of every. You see, the body is like an engine. It's like a motor vehicle, like a car. Now, if you do not service your car, if you don't pay attention to the engine of your car, it may just mess you up somewhere. So a lot of us don't really pay attention to our internal organs. If it's overworking, a lot of us don't know a lot of us eat anyhow, we drink anyhow. I remember there's this guy in ᴅɪᴛᴏᴅᴜᴜ, somewhere in ᴅɪᴛᴜᴜ. Topper was still in Nigeria then. And we used to talk to him about getting, some supplements, talk to him about the importance of supplementing. And the truth is, if you exercise, for you to be healthy, if you exercise, you take in a lot of oxygen, and which is also very harmful. If you exercise and not supplement, it's not balanced. So if you go to the gym and work out, if you come back and not supplementing, then you're not doing something right. You're not healthy. It has to be balanced. So we were talking to this guy, and the guy about him, getting the berry oil and the pine cone, because he drinks a lot and he smokes a lot. And we told him that it will help him induce toxin and also help him to polish his liver and his kidney. And this guy will tell you that it's too expensive. And this is a guy that will sit down and eat a plate of fish for 5,000 naira. And only him. He's very stingy. Only we sit with 3 women. Only him. He will buy 3 plates of fish for these 3 women. They will drink and everything. But unfortunately, after a while, it went up to about 4 months, the guy died. He went to the pool to swim, and he had a heart attack, and he was gone. So what I'm saying is that guy, maybe, sometimes I want to imagine when somebody dies and somebody you've been trying to advise on something, and maybe there's a chance to see this other side, and you just go back and look at the people who had been advising you and like, oh Lord, I wish I'd listened. So the truth is that the berry oil is very, 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 very good. It takes care of all of your internal organs. It's like an oil to your organs, and your organs, you live as long as your organs live. Your organs are everything. Your rice, your beans, your fufu, your plantain chips, your shawarma does not do no benefit to your internal organs. The only thing you give to them are the berry oil is a fantastic product. I'll leave it to you, Papi K. Do justice, brother.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, it's always an excitement to actually talk about these wonderful, amazing products that Long Reach has churned out. Now, it's not so surprising when a company that is actually hell-bent on ensuring that whatever they are going to be making should be groundbreaking range of organic products. Now, this is a company, like I said earlier, that actually is one of the top 10 manufacturing company that is into organic products in the entire world. All right. So one thing you should know is that they have research and development centers. So this makes them as in make the product they make highly efficacious. You understand? So it's not easy to have a research and development center, you know, in America, to have in France, to have in Japan, you know, to also have in Africa. They are building one. So one thing you need to know is that whatever Long Reach makes, it's just even mind-blowing for a lot of doctors. All right. So and a lot of doctors are now recommending our Long Reach products to their patients, because they found out that the results are just mind-blowing. Now, one thing you need to know about berry oil is this: you can't even find the product itself in any animal out there, because a lot of our organic products, some of them are gotten from animals, some of them are gotten from, you know, seashells and all that. But the truth is this: our product is actually found in the sea buckthorn oil that is located in the Himalayas. All right. So the oils can be found in, and the omega oils in our Long Reach cannot be found in any animal. So you find it only in the plants, the sea buckthorn oil plants, and the oils are extracted and they are highly powerful. Now, what does this berry oil do? Now, berry oil is great for people who have retina issues. A lot of people do not even know that glaucoma does not have a cure. Basically, you go for what's it called, a surgery, which is 50-50 basically. Okay. Now, but the truth about our Long Reach burial is that our burial, if the glaucoma has not actually gone to an irreversible state, our burial can actually reverse conditions that is actually glaucoma related, and start reversing to repair the eye. It is so powerful. It is rich in omega-3, omega-6, omega-7, especially omega-7. It's very rare to get omega-7 in any product. Now, and omega-9. Now, like I said before, these omega oils you can't find in any animal. So this makes them, because they are plant-based, and you know, something is that, you know, cows, they actually eat plants, and their cow dung is organic. So that is why a lot of people tell you that organic manures are quite better than, you know, the chemical manures. Now, but the truth is this: now imagine the best kind of supplement you can get in the world is the one that actually goes through processing through the natural way, plant way. And this is being extracted, you know, by the sea buckthorn burial, and they process it to give you the highest potency of the product itself. Now, this product helps with people who have what's it called? What was this? Ulcers. It's a great supplement for people with ulcer related conditions. Now, ulcer is actually as a result of stomach walls that is actually what's the word I'm looking for now? Inflamed, or that has injuries in them due to stomach acid walls. So now, but one thing our products do is actually, when you take them, they start repairing the stomach walls. That is why we always advise anybody who has ulcers to make Long Reach burial their consistent supplement. In fact, some people who had ulcers, who used it just within 2-3 days, were already seeing symptomatic relief almost instantaneously and immediately. That is how powerful, and how efficacious Long Reach products can come. Now, Long Reach burial also helps in taking care of chemical damage in the body. Very, very important. Reason is because if there is chemical damage in the body, you would start actually falling to a lot of diseases easily. Like I said, your antibodies would really come down, and before you know it, you're always falling sick per second. Now, one thing burial does, like if you've been given drugs from the hospital that has actually damaged most of your organs, Long Reach burial can find a way to start collating and treating and taking care of your organs and flushing out that level of toxicity in your body. That is what burial can do for you. In the case of where someone has a, HIV, you lose when your body is too toxic. Most of the minerals are actually expunged from your system. Long-reach berry oil has fatty acids. You need fatty acids. You need, some fatty oils and fatty acids inside your body. Long-reach would help replace that conveniently. Now, the reason people who take long-reach or long-reach and berry oil, the reason they actually glitter and glow is because the berry oil is very rich, like I said, in omega oils. And before you know it, if your skin is getting rumpled or getting squeezed up, berry oil starts to make you look younger. Now, long-reach berry oil actually post senility, which is you getting old. It actually reduces and slows down the process completely. It drops it very well. So you see somebody who is aging very fast and they start taking berry oil, before you know it, they start looking radiant. So I already mentioned that it promotes eyesight condition, not just like, but even cataract related issues. Although glaucoma is more severe than cataract, but long-reach berry oil helps in taking care of cataract related conditions. Now, it promotes blood circulation, very, very important, down to your hair scalp. And it also helps in brain development. You need to know that. It helps in promoting, blood circulation. Now, what berry oil does is that, blood clot is as a result of stroke sometimes. So what berry oil does is that it actually makes everywhere there is a blood clot in your system, it actually releases it. It releases that blood clot. So blood clot can cause several. It can cause even back pains. It can cause several other things. So what berry oil does is to allow blood circulation and flow. Now, berry oil also makes if you don't have normal growth, it also helps in allowing the body to grow. Like if somebody who has stunted growth and the person is still within the what's this stage called now? We have the homeostatic stage, we have the anabolic. If the person is still in the anabolic stage, that is the growing stage, berry oil can go a very long way to help that person in that anabolic stage. So there are several things. Now, if you have dry eyes and very itchy eyes, it's as a result of sometimes if your body it may be as a result of you lacking some vital oils in the body. Now, long-reach actually takes. And I'm going to give you a personal testimony. My mom was having, my own mom, I'm not talking of someone else, my own mom, just as the sake of cordyceps, because initially when I started the business, they just felt like, this business is also like GNLD and all that, so they were very skeptical. But today, my mom has most of our products in her shop. She's also pushing them. Reason is because the cordyceps militaris helped her when she got, most women are susceptible to toilet infections, not because they are loose or anything, but they are susceptible to toilet infections. But cordyceps militaris within 1 week took care of the problem. Right now, my mom keeps screaming long-reach everywhere. She's a strong advocate. Now, the same berry oil, I have sinusitis. My mom too actually inherited it. My mom too has sinusitis. Now, one of the symptoms of sinusitis is that you're always itching. We have allergies. Now, but one thing is, when you're taking long-reach berry oil, it takes care of that problem of itchy eyes and dry eyes. Do you understand? So these are some things that I want you to know. Now, long-reach, when I said it post senility, it actually is anti-aging. You understand? So there are several things that long-reach helps in. It's a component of actually the cell membrane, and it also helps in the healing process. So if you know anybody who has a diabetes, because long-reach is fantastic for diabetic, fantabulous, not just fantastic, fantabulous for diabetic patient. It helps them to heal. So if you know somebody who is not healing, actually give them the long-reach. Just like somebody has said, because there are so many things that are long-reach product, but it helps in taking care of hepatitis. But for hepatitis, I would advise that you should actually go for cordyceps militaris first before you go for berry oil. Okay, so start with the cordyceps militaris, because cordyceps militaris will help you for the hepatitis faster. But the berry oil will do will help you in your normal your balance and protect you from actually contracting or boosting your immunity basically. So long-reach is another powerful long-reach berry oil is another powerful antioxidant product. So the product is actually so powerful. It contains fat-soluble, antioxidants, and it protects against toxins such as air pollution, premenstrual syndrome, eye disorder such as cataract, neurological diseases, and like I said before, diabetes. So it's effective in treating hepatitis, just like somebody reminded me now. It's effective, but like I said, you would have to actually deploy the cordyceps militaris. And for somebody who has brain-related, maybe a child that is having, because some people will be like, oh, can a child take burial? Absolutely, 100%. A pregnant woman can actually take burial too. So it also helps in brain development. So these are some things you need to know about burial. I think with these points of mine, I think somebody would now go for burial henceforth. And over to you, yes, a child of 3 years old can actually take burial. It's actually a very safe dietary supplement. When we, like I said before, once something is a dietary supplement, it means that it's made from food and natural things. So basically, this is just what you need to know about burial. And I think a lot of house should start adopting burial as one of their consistent dietary supplement they need to be taken, basically. So over to you, my leader.
All right, well done, Papi K. Well done. The truth is, berry oil is a fantastic product. I've used it myself, and I've seen so much improvements. And I've heard so many testimonies from people who had also used, and also it can also be used for bed sore. You can open it, and it can be used for people who are suffering from, maybe people who had stroke and they lie on one place for a long time and they begin to have sore. Those wounds that refuses to heal. The berry oil is good. You just peel it and pour it on the affected areas. The berry oil is a very, very good product. Dozier, are you there? Okay, so we have a lot of testimonies.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, you almost got me confused. Okay, so I think we'll talk so much about berry oil because of time. Maybe we'll just go straight to the last product of the day for today. Okay. And I believe that a lot of people have gotten value. Very, very wonderful presentation on that. The berry oil. All Longbridge products are amazing products. All Longbridge products are amazing products. And I must tell you that if you're on Longbridge products, be sure that you are healthy. Honestly speaking, all you need is just to do little exercises, and you are fine. So we'll go straight to the pie cup.
Okay.
The pie cup. You want to say something?
Nah, this is one that I can actually spend a whole hour talking about.
Yeah, that's why it has to come.
Is the slide visible? Is the slide visible?
Yeah, sure, we can see it. Okay, so the truth is, after talking about burial, I talking about the cordyceps. Me myself, I take cordyceps every 2 to 3 months. I take burial every month. I take my burial oil like every day. Now I have my son is 7 years old. From 2018 till date, we've not been to the hospital. This guy has not had headache. There's no cost to take paracetamol. There's no cost to. The guy is fine. It's fine. It's sharp because he's on berry oil and he's always on cordyceps. Every time I'm taking cordyceps, he's also taking it. So, but let's talk about water. Water is important. Water is second to oxygen. Water. If you take care of your water, see, I don't know why I'm laughing. If you take care of your water, right? If you drink the right water, you have actually solved 50% of your health issue. Be sure that you are healthy because water is life. You see, the modern man neglects a lot of things. We only chase money. Here in Lagos, the rent, the school fees, that is the only thing we chase. And that is where the man will always die first. We have more widows than widowers because men are prone to all of this. We don't take care of ourselves. We don't drink good water. So we're going to be looking at water. And this is the last product we're talking about. Water is key. Water is key to our existence. Water. So from today, after today's presentation on this, I should believe that you will begin to take of importance the quality of water you drink, because the quality of water you drink is far important. How many of us knew that or knows that there is alkaline water and there is neutral water, there is acidic water? How many of us test the kind of water we drink? How many of you even know that water, drinking water from certain source can either be killing you or be making you? So we'll go to it. I'll allow Papike to start. I'm just going to wrap up with little things. So Papike, over to you on water.
Well, I can't wait to actually dole out a lot, as much as possible, about this particular pie cup. We call ᴅɪᴛಘ. The actual name is ᴅɪᴛഘ, but it's called alkaline water because a lot of people can actually remember alkaline. They were taught in secondary school and all that. So why is this so personal to me? Now, like I said before, I mentioned it earlier that I have sinusitis. I don't just have sinusitis. My sinusitis is chronic, which means that my nose is always wet. It's more like a cold flu virus. You understand? I've had this in childhood. I'm always going with toilet roll with, right from primary school days. Then I'll turn on, I didn't want to turn on my, what's it called? Because I'm sorry to say, I'm not supposed to be saying this all day, but I've been working since morning and I look a little bit rugged, but let me just turn on my
Okay.
Nah.
No,
so I don't know if you all can see me. I don't know if you all can see me now. I look a little bit rugged. I'm not supposed to say this. I've not had my bath since morning. I've been working since morning. This is what language does to you when you're serving a whole lot of people. So, but I hope we all can see this. Can we see this?
No, we can't.
Okay, yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. So this is actually my salbutamol. I kept it to the on the side. Sorry,
only those with laptop. I think only those with laptop. I don't know if people would.
Okay, let me see if I can actually. Can you see this?
No, we can see you. We can see you. I'm using my phone. I can see you.
Oh, okay. All right.
So basically, this is actually my sorry, excuse me. I think I just all right, beautiful. This is my sub. I left it by the side of my TV because it's a reminder. I last used this since 2018. Now I've been using this since my primary school days. This is called salbutamol. It's for people who have actually asthma. Now my asthma is as a result. I'm going to turn off my video. Like I don't look so good, so that's why I didn't turn on my video all the while. So probably if I had freshened up or had an haircut, maybe I would feel a little bit motivated to turn on my video. But that said, and now at my seminars at the head office, I always do. A lot of people who have attended my seminars that can attest to this. I always do. This is what we call a pie cup. So I do not. Let me turn on my video again. I do not.
I can show it from here. Don't worry.
Okay, this is my pie cup. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Okay, I also have mine, so you don't have to let them know. I also have mine, so I practice what we preach. So we don't come here telling you about products that we do not use. We are living testimonies and we have encounters. So basically, this pie cup contains 13 natural stones, which includes the Mefashi stone, the jade stone, the zeolite, tourmaline stone, and many other stones. They are all natural. Now, these 13 stones, because the cup actually has, I can't do so much demonstration right now. I have to keep turning on my video. It has a filter. It's called the KDH filter. Now we have about 13 stones up there and we have 13 stones down there. So there are two filters basically, but stones are embedded inside the filter. Now, what this does is to actually change when you pour water, because basically most of the water we drink is in most of the water we drink, over 85% of the water we drink in urban area are actually acidic, close to 97. They are basically acidic. Now, water from the stream is actually alkaline. No, sorry, it's neutral. Some of them are slightly like spring water and some other water. They fall into the weak alkaline range. Now, but one thing about the long-reach pie cup is this. It's not like it's a medicine or something, but the people who live the longest in the world, There are people from Okinawa in Japan and in China. Now, because the water they actually drink, it was the scientists trace that the water they drink and the natural environment where they stay at is the reason why they live that long. Do you understand? So one thing you need to know that the cup, the stones embedded in this cup, reason is because your body is made up of about, let's say on an average of 70% water, between 65 to 70% water. Now your eyeball is made up of about over 80 something percent water. Your brain matter is made up of about close to 70 something percent water. Your muscles is about close to 70% water. So on the average, let's just say is between 65 to 70. Now the water you drink goes a long way. Now, when God created us naturally, our body was naturally alkaline. Now it was actually in the range of 6.7.
7.35.
Sorry, thank you for, it's been a while. 7.6. Now it drops to, it's actually 7.6, but it drops to 7.35 as we grow older. So as a baby, 7.6, it drops to 7.365. Now the thing is, we all indulge in, if I'm to make a call right now, everybody, you raise let's just assume we're in a class now, and I ask everybody that, how many of us take Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Mirinda, or even if you don't take it anymore now, but you took it while you were growing up? Coca-Cola, I'm not mentioning any particular product so that it doesn't seem like I'm attacking a particular product, because I drank a lot of Coca-Cola. I still drink Coca-Cola till today. I still drink Pepsi. You understand? We are not saying it's bad drinking them, but the point is this: everybody who lives in urban area, we all indulge in drinking preserved food, which are chemicals are used to preserve this food. Now, I'll give an example. If you pluck a tomato from the village, you will wonder why people who live in the village, they live long. It's because if you pluck a tomato from the village, a ripe one, and you leave it on the shelf for, like, let's say 7 days, do you know that tomato would actually spoil? Reason is because it's organic. Organic products don't really last long like chemically preserved products. Your tin tomato can last on the shelf for 2-3 years because of chemical. Now, the chemical preservatives in it. Now, chemical preservatives actually kills the nutrient in all these things. Now, one thing you need to know is that the people in the village drink water from the stream, which is neutral, so their body doesn't actually get acidic with time, because cancer thrives in an acidic environment. Cancer, now there's a certain German scientist, if you can show the scientist, if you have the picture of the scientist, his name is Dr. ᴘʀᴏᴅᴜᴜᴜᴜ. He won a Nobel Prize in 1830 something, 1830 something, over 130 something years to be precise, till date. There has been no counterclaim, because he was the one that made us understand how cancer actually is understood till date by a lot of scientists. He was able to prove one thing. He didn't actually prove acidosis, but he won a Nobel Prize for proving hypoxia. Hypoxia meaning low oxygen. So when your cancer is actually, when your body is low in oxygen, it will become cancerous. So, but he was also able to let us understand that if a system is acidic, the system, would cancer will proliferate inside that acidic system. So these are some of the things you need to know that makes you know that the water you drink goes a long way, because water is basically life. Now, the stones in this pie cup, they actually change the molecular structure of the water. There's something like an electrolysis. For science students, they would understand what I'm talking about. There's an electrolysis actually going on when the top of the filter touches the water. So when you shake it, that is, if you're drinking immediately, you shake it. That's how we do it. I would have done an experiment live here. I do it every time at the head office, every single time, for the doubting Thomases. But there's something we call a water tester. A water tester, we just put a drop of water tester, or we call it water reagent. Okay, now the water reagent is what we'll put a drop in. We'll put a drop in the normal water we drink. Now we put it in a transparent cup. Can you all hear me? We put it in a transparent cup. Now
loud and clear.
It will turn yellowish red. Okay. Now when the water turns yellowish red, the water is acidic. And I tell you, over 85% of the water we drink in urban area is actually acidic. Now remember, I told you that cancer thrives in an acidic environment. So, but cancer takes a lot of time It doesn't really, come in like that. But this modern day, most of the things we eat sardines, we drink Coca-Cola, we eat what's it called? We drink Milo and milk, we drink Bombita, we drink we take tin tomato, we eat noodles. I don't want to mention Indomie alone, Indomie, Mini-Me, all that. So I'm not attacking any brand. I still took noodles yesterday. So all these things, you indulge in them, but what are you deliberately doing to ensure that you neutralize the acidity of your body? Because basically what the cup is doing is actually neutralizing the acidity. Now, somebody in our meeting on Sunday said they drink it morning. No, you're not supposed to drink water from the cup every time. What you're basically doing, you should drink your normal water because your body needs balance. Just like we have morning, we have night. Your body too has the morning, the night. The Chinese, they call it the yin yang. You understand? So as much as your body needs balance, you need to neutralize the acidity in your body by ensuring you drink water from the pie cup. Now, trust me, drinking water from the pie cup actually takes you away from the hospital for basically major illnesses. Like sometimes, indulging in this may even. I usually have malaria every 3-4 months, especially when I was in the university. I always have typhoid at least twice a year, at least. It was when I left the university that it came back to once a year. Okay, but now I have not experienced. I joined Longreach officially in October 2018. Officially, I'd been attending their seminars. I was investigating Longreach, and the things I found out about Longreach overwhelmed me, and I felt like I'll be a stupid person not to actually join this company. But today, I am a living testimony of this pie cup today. I drink water from this cup. I usually have migraines because when I was in the university, I blow my nose a lot because of the wetness. My nose is always wet. It's always dripping, especially when the weather is very high. But guess what? Till date, I said, if it comes to this talk, I can talk for 1 hour and I will still continue to talk. So, but this cup
please don't talk
my
for 1
life.
hour, please.
No, I wouldn't.
It's a product expose, so take your time.
So
take your time.
I promise I wouldn't.
We don't want to take 1 hour.
No, I wouldn't. But I need to educate people out there. Now, every family needs this pie cup because the truth is this. Some of you, I've seen people who speak ignorantly. The cup is expensive. Well, I was also very ignorant initially because it took me almost 4 years to join Longreach. So I don't blame anybody who talks ignorantly. But the truth is I am a living testimony. I'm not talking about a third party now. I have not had migraine. Migraines are nasty. You don't want to wish migraine on your worst enemy. A nasty migraine can make a full-grown man cry. The pain is out of this world. I was experiencing that. Imagine taking ibuprofen or diclofenac or taking, any of these strong analgesics. And in 8 hours, the migraine comes back like it never went away. Some of my church members in Redeem at the House of God, because I was an ESCO there, they can attest to how I was groaning in church. But guess what? This cup saved my life since 2018. I started having migraines when I was age 20, 23, 24, until it hit me up to past age 30. So what I'm trying to let you understand is that this cup, I have not experienced one single migraine since 2018 October till date. The last time I fell sick was about last month. That was because I indulged in some things I was not supposed to do, but I'm not falling sick since then. Since then till date. So what the point is this, because I'm susceptible to cold weather, I indulged in taking some ice cold drinks and it affected me badly during the time the weather. So that was the last time I remember, having any sinusitis related illness. That was just some 3 weeks or last month, but since 2018 till date, I'm not falling sick from my major illnesses. I have not used my asthma drugs till date, the one I showed you earlier. I have not used erythromycin. I've not used ciprofloxacin. I've not had one single typhoid. Now, the point I'm trying to drive at is that this cup is needed by every family. The cup is zinc rich, okay? The cup helps to take care of free radicals in the body. The cup is good for men who have impotency issues because men who drink water from this cup are actually gently on the bed. They are warriors. They are tigers. But to add to that, I will tell you to go and get the Cordyceps black ginger, for the men. And trust me, when you start chewing, because our products are natural, you chew them. If you go and take the Cordyceps black ginger, your wife would think you are using a cheat code, because the truth is you would live like you're living young again. So, but basically,
Cheat code.
these are the things I can tell you about long reach pie cup. You know, there's so much it does. You know, the product is a very powerful product, but basically it is actually anti-cancer. You need to understand that. Now, if you know anybody in your family that you know has, cancer can be hereditary. You drinking water from this cup eliminates and brings down your chances of actually having cancer. So it flushes away acidic contents. It also provides oxygen for the brain. It helps to reduce cholesterol. Now, remember, the cup actually emulsifies fat. So if you want to actually experiment it, if the water turns to alkaline, put ori, which is also called shea butter, into any of the water, and you realize that it starts melting the ori, and it starts mixing. Now, ordinary water doesn't mix with oil, but guess what? Long reach water would actually mix, which proves that it's actually there are a lot of testimonies of people who drink water from the cup and they drop in weight. Some people say that they are scared of drinking too much from it because they notice their weight is dropping, because the truth is that it emulsifies fat. Do you understand? So I've said a lot about this cup.
Thank you.
Like I said, I can take more than 1 hour, but I think I'd like to stop
Yeah.
here. Yeah,
Thank
you
you
very
so much, boss. Okay, I would just like to, I have a pie cup here. I'll just like to run a quick experiment on what you just said now. This is my pie cup. I hope you can all see me. There is nothing inside. Just to portray what you've said. And I'm gonna be bringing a water. I have pure water here. I'll be testing this water. Reduce that thing. I have okay, we're gonna test the water. I have my radiant here. So the same water, I'll be putting it inside the cup before I test it. This is okay. The same water has gone to the cup.
Can you adjust your camera a little bit? I don't know if your phone is. Can you adjust so that we see the cup?
Okay,
you're showing the world. It's not just us right now, So that's everybody. So adjust your camera so that everybody can see your cup and see everything very well.
Okay, can you see it now? Is it better?
We can see your cup, but we can still not see your transparent cups. Just if you can actually see the table, yes. Tilt your camera to show the table, yeah.
But I'm using my phone though, so that may be a challenge.
Okay, I actually thought your phone is sitting on the tripod.
No, it's on my laptop. Okay, so this is the cup. This is the cup. So I'm just going to test it. This is radiance, or we just call it water tester. So I'm testing this water now. If it shows yellow, it means it is acidic. Okay, look at the color, if you can see it.
Yes, it's yellowish.
It's yellowish, very yellowish, meaning it's very acidic. Look at the chart here. You can see that chart. That orange to yellow shows
this one in the cup.
This
one in the cup is the one in the pure the sachet, right?
Yes. It is very acidic, very acidic. So let's look. I'm gonna check the cup now. I've turned into the cup, but I'll still do it again so that you see it. So I'm gonna shake this. Because it's very acidic, I may need to shake it for a while. But normally, if you're putting water inside the cup, after 5 minutes, it must have treated it. Depends on the level, but this water is poor. So if I don't shake it very well, it may only take it to neutral. But I need it to show me alkaline. Alkaline is blue. And that's why I'm shaking it. You can hear the sound of the stones, 13 mineral stones, including clay stone. I'm shaking it very well because the water is very acidic. Okay, let's test it. I don't expect it to be too blue, but let's see what is going to come out. Well, I had the reagent to read. You can see that it has actually changed it. The same water. Can you see that?
Fantastic, fantastic. That is the power of the pie cup, guys. That is the power of the pie cup. Yeah, I can see the one cup is yellowish,
So
while the other cup is bluish.
The same water. So the water has actually moved from acidic level to alkaline. So the cup treats the water, transforming it. It also enriches the water in oxygen and energy. Oxygen and energy, and also zinc. It adds all the nutrients. The normal drinking table water you buy in the market, goes through a process called reverse osmosis. And this process will make most of those nutrients are lost during this process. But the pie cup brings them in. And those are very important. Those nutrients are very important because this will help you it will help to break the water into small molecule cluster that enables your kidney to absorb their own, your heart to take from it. Every of your internal organ can have a taste of water. But when you drink normal water, it is heavy. It just goes straight down. And that is why sometimes you drink water within few minutes, you want to urinate, because your body can also reject water. So water is key. If you take care of your water very well, you'll be healthy. And it also, prevents you from aging. It is anti-aging. So we can't overemphasize, the benefits of having this pie cup. And one can serve a family. It's not that you must drink water every minute and now. But what we're saying is it's to balance your body pH. Because for your body pH to be balanced, your body needs to be about 80% alkaline and 20% acidic. And how can you balance this? Is by drinking alkaline water. So alkaline water, not just an alkaline water. We have alkaline water. If you go, Lasena water is alkaline. I've tested it. There's some water. If you go to Apapa, most of their water is test blue because we've traveled wide to run presentation. I've tested a lot of water. And I discovered in Apapa, every time I go to Apapa, anywhere close to Apapa, their water is always blue. But it doesn't mean it can be an alkaline water, but it's not an activated alkaline water. Activated alkaline water means the water is alive. It's like drinking water from the stream. When you go to the stream to drink water, the stream has current. That movement on water is called kinetic energy. That is very important. So that's the kind of water you drink. When you drink it, it energizes you, gives you everything you need to live. And if you drink good water, you will not have arthritis. You will not have bone issues. Your blood will not need to go to your bone to leach calcium and convert it into alkaline, because your body also works to convert. It balances it yourself, and that is why it goes to leach calcium from your bone and converting it into alkaline to balance your body pH. But when you are taking the water, it will reduce workload on your bones, so you can't have bone issue. You can't have all these kind of pains. You grow old and strong. So with this few points of ours, we hope we've been able to make common sense and make you understand that most of this product we've talked about today are very, very key. So you can now know when you're talking to somebody, you can talk in confidence. You can actually refer or introduce, or even you and you yourself can also use them. You can use them to prevent problem. So we're going to be coming your way again. Tomorrow we're having a midweek program. CIG is having its midweek program tomorrow, Wednesday, the same time, 8 p.m. But we won't be talking about products. It's just going to be on the profile, the business, and he's going to be straight to the point. And Tuesday is dedicated for products, for people who want to learn and know more about products. And we deliberately allow it to just be 100 participants. We don't want it more, you understand? So that only people who are serious about learning. So thank you. Okay, we have my SD is raising his hand up, and we need to unmute him. Okay, let's unmute our boss in the house.
Thank you very much. Please, it's a strategic move. It's a very strategic move. We wanted to use the 100 participants ratio for now, because we didn't just want to go for the higher package, not just want to test the seriousness of our members. Once again, thank you, everybody. Has our SD been unmuted? I'm trying to find.
Please make SD host. Make SD
yes,
host.
I'm trying to find.
Okay, don't find me. I'm here already.
Oh, my boss, my boss. Please, everybody. I know our SD does not like this, but I am going to put our SD on the spot tonight. Please, everybody, a resounding ovation to our man of the moment as he celebrates his marriage anniversary. Please, let's a very, very, very loud ovation.
Congratulations, my
man of the
powerful
people.
Great mentor.
The CID commandant.
Wonderful man.
To the CID commandant, to the leader of men. To the man of men. The man of many men.
Thank you. Yeah. It's been a busy day. Thank you very much, Lucie and my leaders. FSD Dan, Kayode, and the entire Grace Group International. I hail you for the keeping the flag flying and also allowing the light to shine continuously. You know, how we started this group is all about educating the people, and we keep educating the people. I was just listening to Daniel today, and I said, yes, this is my student, this is my product. And he has done exceedingly well to transfer this same knowledge to the upcoming leaders. And I am so proud to be associated with great men like this. I keep saying CIG has the highest number of male trainers in Long Beach, Africa. You can take that to the bank and you can cash it. Everywhere, in fact, we are looking for women to come and, mix up with it. But not to worry, we've heard about all the products that have been talked about today. And these products, you cannot really say all they do. They do a lot of things, because testimonies keeps coming from the berry oil to the pie cup. And that pie cup they were talking about is super. It's called the cup of life. People have given it all sorts of names. That berry oil, the same thing. But talking about the cup, because it is not just when your water is blue, it means it's so safe to drink. Oh no, you could have bacteria still thriving in such water, but not that of the cup, because inside the cup, it is made of nano silver. And not only that, you see, when we say the cup has 13 mineral energy giving stones, it means the cup has a whole lot. And that is what activates the water. Now, it gives the water a lot of energy. For you to know that those stones that are in the cup, they are not just ordinary stone. Empty that cup and lock it and keep it somewhere. Stay very close and you will see what is going on. You'll be hearing the noise. You see the components dispensing energies. Now, the different stones have different energies they release, from the nanostone to the tourmaline gemstone. The tourmaline gemstone is what is in the top filter, and that is what releases infrared and also helps to convert the water to alkaline. But not forgetting what also helps to eliminate heavy metals from the water. That is the work of the filter, the KDF filter that is there. It helps to eliminate the heavy metals from the water and also convert, harmful chemicals, components to beneficial components. Now, when in the process of eliminating heavy metals from the water, you also have positive ions being released. So this KDF filter, kinetic diffusion fusion, helps to convert this positive ion into negative ion. So there's actually an anion exchange, which helps to make the water, have negative ion, which kills bacteria also. So there's just a whole lot inside that cup. It's a plant, but because it is mobile, we call it the mobile treatment plant. But it is good for everybody to have that. And also, if somebody is severely sick, you don't need to go too far. Just tell the person, everybody needs water. Okay, drink good water. Drink water that is activated. You know, it is not just alkaline water. When you say alkaline water, you are reducing the value of the cup. You know, it is activated water because the water has been enriched with oxygen. It has been enriched with far infrared. It has been enriched with alkaline water. It
Negative
has been
ion.
enriched with negative ion, and also it boosts body metabolism. And somebody was talking about weight loss. Yes, that was true. If you embark on drinking the cup excessively, especially if you add it with calcium, forget it, the waistline will drop considerably within a short time. You know, I have tested all these products. Now, today is not a day for the business. I'm happy that they are talking about the product, but I want to tell you something about the business. If you must do well in the business, then you must be a master of the product. Because when you know your products, when you talk about it, it attracts, it magnets. So it connects with the listener. And the listener believes more in what you are saying because you are speaking from a point of authority. Most of you want to succeed in this business without even knowing your products. It's not possible. We are part owners of this company. So we should be able to know what our products can do and what our products cannot do. At the same time, we don't overhype. We always say, try it, and a trial will convince you. Nobody has used this product that the person will not tell you. I gave this product as a gift to my friend in Saudi Arabia before he traveled. And when he got there, he said the family used all the products and they're interested, very much interested in the product, not even in the business, how they can have it all over the place and all the rest. I said, don't worry, we'll work on that. We have people on ground there. So where am I going? If you are out there listening to this presentation, beautiful presentation about the product, this is actually the nexus. This is actually the pivot of this platform, the product. Once you can have first-hand experience of the product by using this product, I can assure you that the confidence in you will break barriers and bring down walls. Take that from me. You can take it to the bank and cash it. So thank you very much for coming to join this group, join this presentation. Is something that will enhance and boost your knowledge. And if tomorrow they are coming up with another one, today the only 100 people, I don't think that is fine. We have 1 year subscription. CIG has 1 year subscription for 1,000 people and possibly 10,000 people. So I don't think we should have issues with the number of people coming in. So I think they should use the CIG one to set for everybody so that more people can have access to quality information. Thank you very much.
So much. Thank you so much, sir. And happy anniversary one more time.
Oh, yeah, thank you for the prayers, the well wishes, the accolades and everything. On Sunday, we will celebrate that. Thank you.
We love you, Odogu CIG. Wow, Oga has added his own, and it's a blast. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, SD.
Yeah. So over to you, Dozie. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I think if you have questions, tomorrow if you come in early, 5 minutes to, if you come in early, you can actually drop your questions on the chat. So we may take your questions tomorrow. We don't have time anymore. So call it a day today. Dozie, over to you.
Okay, are you saying we shouldn't take questions tonight?
We can't take questions tonight. It's already time. Time is gone.
It's already 9:30.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let me just on the final note. Tonight the product expose is long overdue, and like we stated from the beginning, it is going to be happening every Tuesday. We still have more other programs in the pipelines, but because we're in the age right now where everybody, what's it called? You can access the presentations at the office. So we want to load everybody with content. We want to ensure that everybody is getting an overdose of, in fact, if I could say that, an overdose of content regularly to help you take your business forward. So till we meet again on the product expose next week Tuesday, keep this date. Then tomorrow we'll have our Wednesday midweek CIG midweek program. Then on Sunday we have our CIG Sunday Night Live. So these are our line of CIG programs for the week for now. So we have 3 dates locked down for now. Tuesday, product expose. Wednesday, CIG midweek live. Sunday, Sunday night live. So we'll try to fill in more of the days as time goes on, as power and time permits us. So on the final note, I want to say thank you all for making this inaugural edition, an outstanding success. We tend to make it bigger next week. Starting from next week, I meant to say. And I want to say thank you to my supermen in the house, Papi K, Daniel Ikwere, and our man of men, our 2SD. I want to say thank you all for making this edition a wow one. So, and that is it for me. Papi K, the final word from you.
Well, I'd like to use this medium to say thank you to everybody who actually made our time, stayed up till this period to actually glean and learn from our experiences. Next week, by God's special grace, we'll probably get in more people who would actually share their testimonies. One thing I love about Long Reach is this. A lot of people actually you meet are actually telling their stories, not third party or not I heard them say somebody. Basically, almost everyone has an encounter. So on this ground, we are always confident to talk because we know people directly, and we also have our own encounters. And by God's special grace, we'll continue to hit them with the light and hit them with the truth as much as possible. Till we see you next time, stay blessed, and God bless everyone. So I'd like to tell everyone to have a beautiful night. Good morning once again, everyone. Go and have a PV-filled week. So that's my last shot on this. Have a good night. Good night, everyone. Good morning.